Okay, so the duty phase for me is really, it's deep, it's intense, and it's questioning. The quotes they take me a lot more time to get my head around it, to try and assimilate that information that's relevant to me. And whereas the action phase was just get out there and do stuff, and the obstacle phase was more kind of like just smash through things or find a way around it, knock on a different door, just keep going. Whereas the duty phase is really kind of questioning your core values, your self-belief, why we actually get out of bed in the morning. And that's what this quote's all about. It's we can fluff it up and give it loads of razzmatazz and all this, yay, let's go and conquer the world, and that's the reason to get out of bed. But that's a lot of that is way up here. It's out of people's reach, or it's out of people's comprehension to have that that go-getter kind of mentality. And it's not because they're not a good person, it's not because they don't want to be in that situation where you want to be buzzing every morning getting out of bed. It's because they're just in a different place. And I'm sure most of us have been there, where you wake up in the morning and you're like, why? Like, what's it all about? Why should I get out of bed? Why should I? It's not that you're like lazy and comfortable and just relaxing and I'm going to stay here because I'm so comfy. It's more that you have a lack of purpose to get out of bed. It's not just a physical struggle to turn over and place your legs on the floor. It's a mental struggle to try and convince yourself, with your self-talk, that you have a reason to get up. That you have a reason to actually move your body and get out of that bed. And the longer that sits in your brain, the harder it is to get out of bed. The more anxiety you feel. The more it affects your mental health. The more you struggle. And once you start the day in that way, once you start the day struggling to get out of bed, giving yourself a reason, giving yourself like a focus for the day, once you start the day that way, it's going to affect the rest of your day. So then your question will be, why? Why should I go to work? Why should I do this? Why should I do that? You're going to have self-doubt the whole time. Why should I try and pursue that hobby? Why should I try and pursue that business venture? It's just, you've no drive, no spark. And it's quite possibly not your fault. It's just, I'd say not your fault, but then I'd say you're at blame as well, because you've made choices over time that you found yourself in this position. But a lot of the time our choices can lead to things that affect us, affect our mental health, affect our anxiety, affect our outlook on life, our will to live. And we curl up with a ball in that fetal position under the covers because we feel safe, because that's where we used to be safe when we were a kid. It was tucked up at night in the bed and no one can get us under the blankets. The monster can't come and get us, so we stay there. And for some people, that monster is the day. It's actually getting up and doing stuff. And this is a question that the quote really asks. Or it highlights more, I should say, not questions, but it highlights more the fact that as a species, like if you think of a dog, to be fair, will lie in bed all day. He'll lie in your bed all day, if you let him, okay? And he'll stretch out and he'll potter around and he'll have a little look around and he'll sniff things and he'll chew things and he'll lie in the bed. That's, the modern day society, that's a dog's purpose. He just kind of floats around, he's your pal, whatever else, yeah? Unless it's a working dog on a farm, etc. Now, so the dog will do that. And they actually use the dog in reference as well quite a lot in these quotes. Whereas for us as humans, for us as people in society, to have synergy with others, we have a purpose. And we have a duty. And that's where this month comes in. The hard stuff, the deep stuff, the questions. If you have a duty to other people, to get your ass out of bed. You have a duty to yourself to get your ass out of bed. You have an opportunity. As I said before in this video, every morning, and it sounds like, ooh, all fluffy, every morning when I wake up, the first thought is, I don't thank God or Jesus or anybody else, whoever it is. I just say, oh, I'm alive. I get to spend another day with my boys, with Sandra. I get to try and improve myself. I get to try and impact others in a positive way. I get to. That's the key phrase. Not I have to get out of bed. I have to go and do this. I get to do it. I get to stand here this morning, it's just gone 7 o'clock, and do this video. Because this morning, I got to wake up. I got to get out of bed. As in, like, that's my opportunity. If you're the kind of person who is wondering what it's all about, how do I get up out of bed in the morning? How do I go about my day? It's so tough. First, you have to understand you have a duty to yourself. And second, you have a duty to others. There's so many people, no matter what you do, no matter where you're from, where you live, who you hang around with, who's in your circle, your family, where you work, there's somebody or a lot of people relying on you. A lot of us forget that you might be going about your day under pressure, a bit anxious, and every day you might meet somebody in the canteen or somewhere else, okay? They might smile and say hello to you and have a chat. That could be their light during the day. They could be pinning their hopes on meeting you in the canteen for a coffee, because wherever you do, they might get a spark from it. They might get that energy connection. You might be keeping them going. Because as we plod around the planet here and with our energy, we're affecting people. You might be feeling low or anxious. The person you meet today or now and again that you give that spark to is quite possibly lower than you are. And they need to feed off your energy. You're here for a purpose. It's not all about you. And that's what we have to remember. We get into that little cocoon thing and it's poor me. I can't do this anymore. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I'm not being dismissive of people who have real mental health problems, because what I'm going to say now is reach out and get help, as hard as that is. And I know I'm not in that situation where I'm lying in the bed and it's hard to reach out for help. Of course it's hard to ask for help. But do it. That's your first step. That's your first step to getting out of bed with purpose. Don't even get out of bed the first morning. Ring somebody. Message somebody. But start to understand that we're not here for ourselves. I'm not here for me. It took me a long time to realise that. A long, long time to realise that. It was only when I had kids and really important people in my life that I realised, I'm not here for me. I'm here to try and help other people. I'm here to try and impact my kids. I'm here to try and help Sandra. I'm here to try and provide for people. To nurture them, help them grow, to love them, to share what I can with them. Do I have much to impart? Do I have much to give? No. But whatever I have, I'll try and share. And that's my duty every day. That's my reason to get out of bed every day. To set my alarm when it's fucking early and get up. Because I have stuff to do. 9 times out of 10, it's not stuff for me. Because I've wasted years doing things for me. I want this, and I want that, and I want the other. And then you realise one day, wow, hold on a minute, what does it give me? What joy does it bring you? Which we mentioned before. What fulfillment do you get out of doing things for you? When you realise that you're here for other people, then the fucking light bulb goes off, the spark goes off, and you say, whoa, hold on a minute now. It stops being my time is precious. To my time is precious for others. Because the time I give to others can spark things in them. It can change their day. A message can change someone's day. An interaction can change someone's day. A wave can change someone's day. A smile. An ear. Listen to other people can change their fucking day. Can you see where I'm going with this? That's why I put that quote in the bottom. It's not even my quote. Get your ass out of bed. Get up out of bed. The big bad world is a big bad world. But we need to step up. We're here, as I said, for a purpose. I could go on with this all day. But you know what? We have tomorrow as well. With the next day, we've loads coming forward. And the duty phase will come to an end shortly. And we want to crack on to the next one. Guys, have a great day. Have a smashing day. And we'll chat to you soon.